Welcome to Star Memoirs, your destination for unforgettable celebrity legacies. Our first news is this. Julian McMahon dead at 56, Alyssa Milano, Ioan Gruffudd and more stars pay tribute. Julian McMahon's on-screen family is carrying on his legacy. Hours after news broke that the actor, who was known for roles in TV series including Nip/Tuck, Charmed and FBI, Most Wanted, died July 2 after a private battle with cancer, former co-stars like Alyssa Milano, Ioan Gruffudd and Rose McGowan expressed their grief on social media. "I'm heartbroken," Alyssa, who portrayed the Australian actor's on-screen wife in Charmed, wrote on Instagram July 4 alongside several photos of the two. Julian McMahon was magic. That smile. That laugh. That talent. That presence. He walked into a room and lit it up, not just with charisma, but with kindness. With mischief. With soulful understanding. "We spent years together on Charmed," she continued, "years of scenes, stories, and so many in-between moments. He made me feel safe as an actor. Seen as a woman. He challenged me, teased me, supported me. We were so different, and yet somehow we always understood each other." Along with vowing to always carry his laugh with her wherever she goes, the 52-year-old also extended her condolences to his wife Kelly McMahon, daughter Madison and stepdaughter Ileana. "My heart is with Kelly, with Madison, and with Ileana, his girls, his world," she added. "He adored them. You could feel it in every conversation, every story, every text. He was a family man above all, and he loved deeply." For his part, Ioan, who appeared alongside the late actor in 2005's Fantastic Four as well as its 2007 sequel, reminisced on the sweet time they got to spend together on set. "Even though we played each other's nemesis, there was always so much lightness and laughter working together," the actor wrote on Instagram July 4. "Every encounter with him was a joy. It was an honor to be Dr. Richards to his Dr. Doom." Meanwhile, Rose penned her own heartfelt message to gush about the late actor's unforgettable qualities. "Oh Julian, you force of brilliance, wild talent and humor," she wrote on her Instagram stories. "For you, your family and loving fans all over the world, I pray comfort." She added, "Charmed family loves you." And Holly Marie Combs, who also starred in the fantasy drama, echoed that sentiment. "One of a kind is an understatement," the Pretty Little Liars actress wrote alongside a slideshow of photos from their time on Charmed posted to Instagram Reels. "Your unyielding zest for life and crazy-making sense of humor will be sorely missed. The joy and laughter you were the direct cause of will always be remembered." And in remembrance of their late co-star Shannon Doherty, who died from cancer last year, she added, "I hope you find our lady friend and dance in those rose petals." For more on other stars' cancer stories, keep reading. Cause of death revealed for Brazilian tourist found dead near active volcano. More details have come to light regarding Juliana Marin's death. After the Brazilian tourist was found dead in Mount Rinjani in Indonesia, coroners from the country have confirmed her cause of death. In a report obtained by Agência Brasil and translated from Portuguese, Marins is confirmed to have died from internal bleeding caused by damage to the organs as well as bone fractures from a blunt force trauma only hours before her body was discovered. Marins is thought to have died about 20 minutes after the bleeding began. The medical personnel were able to rule out hypothermia as there were no signs of damage to Marin's fingers. A final autopsy including toxicology results is forthcoming, per Agência Brasil. News has attempted to obtain Marin's initial autopsy report. Marins, 27, was hiking around the active volcano when she slipped and fell off of a 12,000-foot cliff June 21. The coroner reported, per Agência Brasil, that she was likely alive and waiting for rescue for several days before her body was recovered June 24. Throughout the hiker's disappearance, approximately 50 people assisted in search and rescue efforts. The Brazilian government announces, with deep regret, the death of Brazilian tourist Juliana Marins, who had fallen from a cliff that surrounds the trail next to the crater of Mount Rinjani, Marin's home country, wrote in a statement June 24, noting that her body was found after 4 days of work, hindered by adverse weather, terrain and visibility conditions in the region. Mount Rinjani's official Instagram account also confirmed that Marin's body was difficult to locate due to the conditions on the hiking trails. The rescue operation was challenging due to steep terrain and heavy fog, a June 25 statement read, but thanks to the coordinated efforts of all involved, the mission was successfully completed. Days after Marin's body was recovered, Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva signed a decree to pay for the transportation of her body back to her home country. "I'm going to issue a new decree so that the Brazilian government takes on the responsibility of paying for the costs of Juliana's transfer to Brazil," Lula da Silva wrote in a June 27 Instagram post, "so that her family and friends can say goodbye to her with all the affection and love she deserves." Sophia Hutchins, Caitlyn Jenner's manager and friend, dead at 29 after ATV accident. Sophia Hutchins' loved ones are in mourning after a tragedy in Southern California. The longtime friend and manager of Caitlyn Jenner died in an ATV accident on July 2, multiple outlets confirmed. Hutchins was 29. According to TMZ, citing law enforcement and family sources, Hutchins was riding in an ATV in Malibu when her ATV struck the bumper of a moving car, causing Hutchins to go over the shoulder and 350 feet down into a ravine near Jenner's home. The Pepperdine University graduate was pronounced dead by first responders, per the outlet, who also reported no one else was injured during the crash. Hutchins and Jenner's friendship began a decade ago while the Washington native was in college. "We were introduced through my makeup artist at a MAC photo shoot," Hutchins told the New York Times in 2019. Having a similar sense of humor, we spent the entire time laughing and ended up meeting for brunch, and we've been great friends ever since. Jenner's transition also served as an inspiration for Hutchins' own journey. She even appeared alongside the Olympian on E!'s I Am Kate. After becoming friends, Hutchins stepped into a manager role for Jenner. "I saw nobody was managing her, and there were all these people taking massive advantage," she told the NYT. "And I was saying, Caitlyn, if I don't step in here and start managing you, you're going to go broke." And Jenner credited Hutchins for a successful new era. "Over the last few years, Sophia has been my best friend, family and confidant," Jenner said in a statement to the outlet at the time. "She is one of the top minds in her field. Her value in my life is undeniable. The sky is the limit with her entrepreneurial spirit." Revisit Hutchins and Jenner's friendship below. Thank you for watching. Like and comment. Subscribe.